Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Regarding the concept of prophethood, the misconception we intend to remove today relates to this notion that Adam was a superior being. Adam and his progeny are in fact superior simply because the Almighty had directed the angels to bow down in prostration before him. And this prostration before Adam actually signifies the fact that Adam is a superior creation of the Almighty. And it is further surmised that this is proven from the fact when the Almighty had actually taught certain names to Adam, and when the angels were asked to tell which names these were, they were unable to do so. And so therefore, this proved that Adam was actually a superior being, and therefore the angels were asked by the Almighty to bow down in prostration before him. Now, first of all, it needs to be understood that this whole episode of creation is mentioned at various places in the Quran. At one place in Surah Hijr, it is clearly stated that the Almighty informed the angels that they would be asked to prostrate before Adam once he is created, much before the birth of Adam. So the communication of this prostration before Adam was communicated to the angels before the birth of Adam. So therefore it would be incorrect to assume that because Adam was taught certain names and these names were not known by the angels, as is mentioned in Surah Baqarah, so therefore this proved the superiority of Adam. As I said, this verse of Surah Hijr clearly says that this whole episode of angels bowing down to Adam was communicated to the angels much before the birth of Adam himself. So therefore this cause and effect relationship cannot be surmised from the fact that it was after these names were communicated to Adam that the superiority of Adam was actually comprehended. So therefore it needs to be understood that primarily this concept is not true, that the prostration of angels before Adam proves the superiority of Adam. If we reflect on these verses, what comes to mind is that primarily this whole episode was meant to teach one very basic thing to Adam, and that was that the real thing is the directive of God. One must sacrifice one's own egotism before God. And if God says that a person has to do something, then if a creation as superior as the angels bowed down in prostration before Adam, so therefore Adam and his progeny should learn this lesson from this attitude of the angels. They too themselves should bow down in prostration before the directives of the Almighty, and never should their own egotism, their own self-esteem, and their own negative behavior should come should be a hindrance to this. So primarily this whole episode was mentioned in the Quran to teach Adam that primarily you have to submit to the word of the Almighty, just as the angels did so by merely submitting to the Almighty, even when the directive was that they had to bow down in prostration before a creation which was inferior to them. So it needs to be understood that the prostration of angels before Adam does not at all in the Quran, is not at all mentioned in the Quran to prove the superiority of Adam. On the other hand, what it is meant by this whole episode is to teach Adam that just as angels bow down in prostration before Adam at the behest of the Almighty, at the command of the Almighty, and they did not even take a second to view the fact or to argue with the Almighty that they are superior beings, then why should they bow down before Adam? This they never did. And this, of course, was meant to teach Adam that primarily it is the significance of the directive of the Almighty. Once it comes before a person, he should not let his own egotism come in its way, and he should clearly and very, very in humility submit to the directive of the Almighty. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.